So I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 2024-174. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Noble?
I'm not sure why we had to wait 5 months to have these questions answered. Collaboration clearly works. I do hope that we have more collaboration in 2024 for our 2025 budget. I hope that the finance committee could include another council member. Clearly, we had a lot of questions and this could have been avoided. Our fines could have been avoided if this was all done earlier. So I hope we learned a lot and we learned a lesson that when you collaborate, you can get questions answered and you can get things done. Thank you, Ricky Garth, for being here and answering our questions. We weren't that bad, were we?
I didn't anticipate you being bad.
Oh, that's nice then. Well, thank you, and I'm gonna vote yes.
Mr. Gubatose?
Well, I've got a prepared statement I'm gonna read and then I will vote, but my statement is, I am very pleased that the council was finally allowed to meet with our CFO tonight. And that we were allowed to ask questions. Per a recent conversation with the Director of Local Government Services at the Department of Community Affairs, the DCA. I was told that she had never before heard of a situation where the council of any New Jersey municipality was not allowed to meet with their department heads and their CFO prior to approving an annual budget. Here in Bradley Beach, anyone who has joined a council meeting over the past 6 months knows the story of why we are voting to adopt our 2024 budget as we enter October of 2024. We should have adopted a budget during March or April or May or possibly as late as June. Unfortunately, there's been a total lack of collaboration with the council and there has been no transparency offered to our residents. However, it is time to move on. 75% of the year's budget has already been spent. If we vote no tonight, we won't be able to vote on a revised 2024 budget again until, at least my understanding, is close to November. That would truly be a definition of insanity. At this point, it is simple. We must approve this budget adoption tonight. Whatever might be wrong with this 2024 budget, the new council with the new mayor will work hard to fix it in 2025. Next year, the budget will be built with an open sharing of ideas and with professional collaboration. The council will actively engage our residents and our new reconfigured council will work together to serve the people. My concerns raised earlier, I want to repeat them in the hope that come November 1st, adjustments, we might be able to accommodate any remaining concerns regarding the local 152 salaries. A large portion of that, of course, is DPW. We don't know where that's built into the budget. The police equipment that I brought up, I don't have specifics. I don't know if it's, we need 5 license plate readers or 2 or 7, but I'd like to engage with Captain Arnold, have our administration engage with him, with Chief Arnold, to make sure we get the right equipment. And again, just to make sure we've got the retro pay for all of 152, but we specifically hire the people that our DPW needs. So we'll have that conversation on November 1st. As for my vote tonight, I vote yes to adopt this resolution for the 2024 budget.
Thank you. Ms. Mahoney?
Excuse me 1 second, just so we're all on the same page. This is voting on the amendment resolution, not on the voting of the budget yet. All right.
I'll vote on the amendment and I'll
Okay, just so you.
I'll
understand.
reread my statement.
Okay, great. Look forward to it.
When is the vote on the budget?
Right after this.
That's next.
Oh, so
That's actually gonna be resolution number 181,
This
everybody.
is adding the 23,000
Okay.
basically to the
Then my answer
anticipated service.
is yes, because I didn't see the budget as a separate item on here, but, then yes for the amendment.
nice to meet you. Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Weber?
I will also vote yes to the amendment. Save the fun stuff for 5 minutes from now.
Mayor Fox?
I'll vote yes on the amendment. Okay, I will now ask for a motion on 2024-181.
The one we just did is gonna be 181, because I just got that today. 174 is gonna be the adoption.
Oh, 174, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
apologize.
I'm sorry,
That's okay.
2024-174, which is the adoption of the 2024 budget. Oh, there it is, I'm sorry.
That's
It
okay.
was in a different place, like, sorry.
That's all right.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Mr. Noble,
Yes.
Mr. Gubatose,
for all the reasons I said earlier, yes.
Mahoney,
I would like to say something. Not one of my council counterparts should have had to have spent the untold hours it has taken to get to this point. Hours and hours were expended, asking questions, analyzing documents, requesting information, and getting no closer to clarity. As current beach and sewer utility budgets changed from March 27th to April 19th, and then finally July 23rd. The surplus we have in the current fund has been reduced from 2.8 million in 2022 and now will be 1.4 million in 2023. The beach utility 2 years ago will go from a $1 million surplus to $662,000. The sewer utility will also be reduced by approximately $500,000. Our percentage tax increases over the past 2 years with this administration has been in the teens, outrageous numbers in and of themselves. But combined with the surplus this administration has dissolved, this equates to a tax increase of over 21% in each of the last 2 years. And again, here we are. As September wanes and we look to October, we are once again asked to approve a temporary emergency appropriation.
No, you're not.
Oh, we would have been. It would have been our third. Thank you so much, Mayor.
You're welcome.
We would have been just $4 million short of spending the 2024 budget that this administration had requested. If we request changes to this budget, including the time to reintroduce and approve, we would need to wait more than 30 days. This has been a sad process and a clear demonstration of inefficiency and obstacles. The future mayor and administration of Bradley Beach will have a monumental task in front of them. The solvency and future of the borough will be dependent upon the changes that need to be made in 2025. The buildup of reserves, the articulation and effectuation of an audit remediation plan, which is now 6 months overdue for 18 items, the reduction of spend, and ultimately the cutting of our outrageous taxes. With 3/4 of our fiscal year completed, we need to move forward. Having this budget approved before November may allow us to shift monies from one category to another, an opportunity we would not be afforded if we wait any longer. It will also allow us to commence the 2025 budget. For this reason, I vote yes on approving the budget.
thank you. Mr. Weber,
I'm not gonna comment on the last 5 months, because that's already been commented on, but I will say something about the last month, essentially. Since we did introduce the budget, as soon as we did that, I suggested that, can we finally, now can we get an hour, just maybe 1 or 2 council people get an hour or two with the CFO? So, and my hope was, so we don't have a 3-hour hearing to finally adopt the budget, maybe we can get some questions answered first, and we don't have to have a 3-hour meeting to adopt the budget. Obviously, that didn't happen. It happened here. I appreciate you coming in, Mr. Garth, obviously. I wish we could have had this in private and just asked these questions ahead of time and walked in here and just approved the budget. We all would have been home with our families by now. So I would like to also echo the sentiment of having a council member on the finance committee. The mayor's not going to be here next year. That would provide some kind of continuity. I think that's a really good idea. So given those suggestions, I will vote yes.
thank you. Mayor Fox,
Yeah, I have a few comments. the untold hours that were just mentioned, were also expended by a number of people in this room. And I appreciate all of them doing that. Some of the comments that have been made are just really not correct.
You corrected me. What else? You corrected me.
We're not corrected yet.
Well, I said we had to sign to an emergency appropriation, so you stopped me and corrected me.
Okay,
Okay.
which, so there's some other things.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So, for those who don't remember 2021, in 2021, we shifted some, school tax to our surplus of about $700,000, which got us up to that $2.8 million number. Right now, our projected surplus, which I think is pretty accurate, which should be about $1.5 million, represents about 13% of our total spend. That amount, a common cited benchmark for municipal surpluses is between 5% and 15%. So we're well within that. We're kind of leaning towards the conservative end of that. Surpluses are built for a number of reasons or for a number of components, but what you don't want to do is overtax people and then not utilize that and kind of give that back. So that's kind of the process around that. We've recognized we've got to manage that carefully. We took the surplus that we were going to utilize from $1.1 million last year to 700 this year, 720 because we had that last amendment. And I think we're in pretty good shape in that area. I feel pretty good about this budget. I've always felt pretty good about this budget. And I hope that we can get ourselves reorganized around this November respend and plus loading this budget because there's a lot of administrative work that has to take place now. So I vote yes, and that's my comments.